Is this the beginning of the
Yes,
podcast already? It's crazy.
Okay.
It's episode 2 of what's the name of this podcast? The Wholesome Hour.
The Wholesome Hour, yeah.
It is the Wholesome Hour. So yeah, we're back with another episode. I'm sorry for last week we didn't do an episode.
It's all good.
Why didn't we do an episode?
I
I think it was because of me, right?
think it was both of us. We were just kind of like doing other stuff.
For sure.
And I think it's better, that we took a break and now we're back because I missed it. I'm happy to be here.
We let it breathe. Apparently people enjoyed it, so that's a pretty cool thing. And yeah, I guess we could talk about how we've been since the last time you've seen us. So how have you been?
I've been good. I've been working out more muscles.
I see. Big muscles. Can we do a muscle comparison? Gosh, you actually got like a muscle for that's crazy.
No, feel it though. It's building. We're getting there.
Gosh, she actually has a muscle there.
Yeah.
You're like a professional wrestler.
Thanks.
What would be your professional wrestling name?
I never thought about that.
We'll think of that before the show's over.
We'll make it closer to the mic.
Yeah, get closer to the mic.
Far. Okay. But anyway, how have you been?
I've been pretty good, I've been what did I do? I really been just working on this top secret article that I've been doing. I've been not really doing a lot. I was trying to think of things to make it sound like I've been doing a lot.
You started the workout.
Oh, I have been starting the workout. Yes,
I
have been starting the workout. Definitely going to be way more in shape than her with the next podcast.
Sure.
More abs, more muscles. I'm gonna have veins popping out. You're gonna be like, is Eric on the juice? Is Eric on the roids?
Coke?
I'm on something. I'm on coke. No, I don't think that's what I would do to look in shape.
Oh,
and then I'm like, yo, they're putting, like I got the steroid in the butt, You know about that? People get steroids, they get in their butt cheek, So,
really?
Yeah, put it in the left cheek.
I don't even understand steroids. Like,
I got steroids one time.
Oh, in your foot, right?
In my foot, yeah.
Wow.
I should do steroids for like this podcast.
Scratch that. No,
Come
you
on.
shouldn't.
Last time me and Keely been texting, we've been thinking about selling our soul. We were talking a lot about people doing things for Instagram. I think I might sell my soul. I'm not gonna lie, man. Come back with steroids. Imagine that. I'm busting out of this shirt. I got veins popping out. My voice is deeper like this.
I would be very afraid because then you just look like a demon.
Like a demon. I got a bonnet on. I can't look too harmful.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't trust it.
Stop it. How have you been, third Mike Amp?
I've been all right. Got the second vaccination. I can't even say that.
That's what happened when you get the vaccine.
It done fried my brain.
Oh my god.
Discombobulated.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
Which one did you get?
I got the Pfizer one.
How did you choose?
You can't choose. You just whatever location you
Where
go to.
Where did you go?
I went to Walmart. Yeah, I went to Walmart.
He got his vaccine on clearance. That's hilarious.
I got it in
on layaway.
Electronic aisle. by the PlayStation.
Right by, you got a PS2 memory card chipping you right now.
Yeah. I don't think it was. It was a person in a yellow vest did it.
Okay.
So, was it somebody medically certified or just?
No, I was a Walmart employee.
Oh, just a little breath from up the street.
Yeah.
I know this undercover gay dude who work at Walmart. I wonder was it him?
Undercover gay dude. Why is he undercover?
I don't know.
How do you know?
Because that came out on Instagram that he was undercover, but then he's not undercover.
Oh, he's not?
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Oh.
I don't even know who works at Walmart still, but shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to that guy, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Hey, you got that?
You just outed him.
It was all on Instagram. So I mean, I didn't. It was just one of those things.
Shame.
Dude, I didn't out him at all. I see it on Instagram. They're like, hey, this guy been doing some pretty on the low stuff.
Is it someone we know?
No, it's not somebody that we know. And he was like, no, I haven't. They was like, yes, you have. They're like, hey, are you gay? It was like, no, I'm not gay. And it just went away. So maybe he's not gay. Maybe I just spread a false allegation against that guy.
Well, I mean.
Maybe we're going to get sued for libel and slander.
Maybe we'll be canceled.
He didn't work at Walmart. I made that up. He worked at
Well,
Best
don't say
Buy.
where he works.
He's out there now. He's a Best Buy employee in River City. Shout out to that guy, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. It takes a lot of courage to work at Best Buy. Like, you got to know your stuff, for real.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know what courage it takes to work at Best Buy.
But, technology, stuff like that.
It don't take much. With all the cameras on. That way. That's all you do. This way, that way.
I don't know.
how people talk when they come out of the closet. Like, yo, I cannot believe you came out of the closet. That took so much courage. You talk about like he just like I don't know how that was really funny. That's funny, but
Shout out to him though.
Shout out to Pete Buttigieg, gay. Am I saying his name right?
Who?
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. The gay guy who ran for president. I was looking at a documentary about him earlier.
You talking about Milk in the movie?
What?
You know the movie Milk?
No, I don't know the movie Milk about the gay dude. What?
Oh, it was like I think his name was like Henry Milk or something like that.
I don't know what
his
you're
name.
talking
His
about.
name is wrong. What you call it? Played him? Sean Penn. It's called a movie called Milk. He's a gay he was the first ever gay politician.
I don't know. A gay film called Milk is really funny to me, but no, I've never.
He was the first ever gay politician. Do your research, man. It's history.
Come on, man. Get it together.
I just shouted out the first gay guy to run for president, and I need to do my research. You already know what I'm talking about.
Man, you just outed somebody. That's crazy.
No, I did. He was literally out the closet.
Calm down.
LGBT
It's okay.
community.
Be calm.
Cancel Eric.
Canceled.
You guys are the worst. You guys are the worst. But no, Pete Buttigieg. I don't know how to say his. No, his name's not Pete Booty. That's crazy. No.
Well, why do you keep saying it?
Because it's something like Pete Buttigieg or something like that. It's something along those lines. He was the white dude ran for president last year, or was that last year when the president thing was going on? Skinny white guy, and yeah, nobody knows what I'm talking about. So
No.
did you know either? Who are you guys? Did you vote?
Yeah.
You did vote. Or before you voted, did you have like somebody that you wanted to win?
Either Bernie or what's the other guy? Andrew.
Andrew Yang.
Yeah, I was very much for him.
And then he got canceled recently.
I know. He was at a protest, and they're like, "Get out of here!
Yeah, they were like, "Get him
You're
outta
only
here."
here for the." I don't know what they were doing, but I don't know. He seems like he's always been.
I thought he was a cool guy. I remember he wanted to run for mayor of New York, but he wasn't living in New York, and they were like, he's such a spoiled brat because he has the money to move out of New York. We don't. And stuff like that. So yeah, they were getting him out of here.
I don't know. I feel like maybe just people aren't ready for that kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it's just a little too progressive for them.
For an Asian man?
Yeah, because when Barack Obama was in office, that was like the biggest deal ever, and then to go from him to Trump and then go to that, it'd probably be.
I don't know. I think it was just people vote. Like I don't know. Like I see like people on the left, they seem very scared to commit to something different because you got to think about the people that were nominated: Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, people that they're familiar with. It's like everybody that people like are new, like Andrew Yang, first time hearing about him. The Pete Buttigieg guy, I know I'm saying his name wrong, but Pete, whatever your last name is, Pete B. Let's call him Pete B.
Yeah, Pete B. What's up,
Pete B. Andrew Yang. I'm pretty sure he's looking his name up right now. Pete B. Andrew Yang. All the other people that ran, I feel like the people on the left, they're a little too scared to commit to something new. That's what it seems like to me, because why else would you fit Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden?
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest, it's like Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, I think he was right the first time.
Yeah,
Buttigieg.
Yeah.
What if it's Bo Podiki?
Booty Man. Can we call him that?
Yeah, Booty.
All right, Booty Man. So yeah, we have Booty Man.
Pete Boot.
Yeah, Pete.
Boo,
Pete
Boo.
Boot.
Peeboo.
Peekaboo.
Okay.
All right, so Pete Boo, Peekaboo, whatever you want to call the guy. He was a new person. Andrew Yang is a new person. I don't know why you would vote Joe Biden or Hillary Clinton. Like, I don't think they offered anything like overly interesting to the point where it was like, yo, we gotta vote these
They've
people.
just been in
Just
the
familiar,
office.
you
Yeah,
know?
they're just familiar.
So
Sure.
I think they're right. They seem way more like comfortable doing some like outrageous off the wall. I'm gonna vote Trump in because like he had no experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's take a chance. I think they seem way more to risk it all. Like they seem way more to risk it all.
I feel like it's kind of like conservative on both sides for sure. Like I feel like the left, they want something that's progressive. I feel like, and it's like, then again, it can be a bit strict. I don't know how to explain it. Like, okay, we wanted Bernie Sanders, but then people are canceling Andrew Yang. It's like, I don't know.
Well, no. Well, I'm saying in the sense of like the familiarity is what seems like got Biden and Hillary Clinton the votes.
Okay.
And I'm saying that the right seem way more ready to just just be like, hey, Trump, I don't know what's going on with that guy. Let's put him in there. You know, like they seem like the people that like they're putting like people from like QAnon in office. So it's just like they seem ready to just throw anybody in there that they have no idea what's going on. The left seems to be like, we need this person to have like a track record of doing stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And they seem way more like they want like it to be very formulaic and you know, people like don't broke if it's not broke, don't fix it. That type of mentality. Where the right is like, hey, let's just burn everything down and just throw like let's throw Elmo in office. You know,
I feel like there's both on. I mean, I feel like it's like on both sides a bit.
You think they're willing to? I don't know. I feel like president wise, maybe like so when it comes to senators and things like that, maybe they'll throw new people in. But like when it comes to president, I see that like why else would Biden win?
That's true because I definitely. I voted for Biden.
You voted for Biden?
I did.
Can we shame?
I feel the shame.
Nah, it's no shame.
Every day.
It's no shame. I feel like most people, you know, a lot of people went with the anything other than Trump or whatever.
Right.
So
they're just like the lesser of two evils. And then people are arguing against that. And they're like, well, Biden isn't any better. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. But I think I read somewhere like this was like the first election that's had like the most amount of voters. Like,
yeah, makes sense.
That's crazy. That just shows like how
we're in such a political time right now. Everything is politicized. The vaccine is politicized. The virus is politicized. Sports is politicized. Right. Everything is politicized.
Everything is like either this or that.
We started off the podcast talking about politics. Like
everything,
everything is politicized. So yeah, I'm not really surprised that. You know, it's going that way that everybody's voting, get more voters. Even kids, like when you think about social media, people that are 18 that would have never thought about voting, everything they see on their timeline 2020 was political driven. So it's like, yo, I got to do something.
And even when you think about, like, remember when Instagram first introduced, like, the polls? Like, people can vote on your story. I mean, that just kind of, like, you know.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate it. I rarely answer them. I'm no offense to people who post on their story, but
They're stupid. Stop it. It's just like,
it's just like I'm already like a somewhat indecisive person, so I'm like, how am I gonna choose for you? Like, I don't know.
It's always stupid stuff. It's always like this. This one girl posted on her story last night. Should he use a rubber tonight or not?
What?
And I thought about voting to see the like how many people, but I was like, I'm not doing this. So I just scrolled by. So yeah, I mean, stop it. There's nobody uses that. I mean, maybe if like you have a podcast or if you have a something you're like, hey, should you? Yeah, do you want to hear about this or you know? I get that, but for the most part, people are just asking dumb. Should I go to McDonald's or Burger King? Like I don't care.
That's me. That's something I'm into.
Shove it. I don't care, buddy. Go eat your nasty processed food somewhere in peace, man, you know?
Right. Processed foods, man. That's another thing.
Need to eat like me, right? Get a little bit more healthy, you know?
Eric.
Yeah, Keely.
Come on.
What does that mean? I don't know what's those...
Come on. You literally eat, a salad. A Zaxby's salad with fries.
How would you know?
You told me. You're like, I just ate a Zaxby's salad with fries. I feel horrible. I'm going to go take a nap.
That's alleged. That's all alleged right there.
Okay.
I don't know.
We'll let the muscles prove otherwise.
Yeah, we will see next week who's looking more yoked.
Right.
Next week, you know? Next week we'll see who's looking more
yoked.
We'll
have a fitness test.
Oh my gosh, I would destroy you, Keely.
Oh, okay. We'll have a race too.
I would destroy you in a race. Oh my gosh. You think you're faster than me? Like all jigs like
I know I'm faster than you.
What makes you think that?
Because I ran track.
What does that have to do with anything?
And I ran the 100 meter. That's for sprinters who run fast.
What did you run 100 meter?
Huh?
What did you run 100 meter?
My quickest time, which is kind of slow, because the last time I ran it was like 10th grade. It was like 12 something.
I'm dusting you.
Okay.
My 40 time in a very unathletic stage of my life.
We can do 200. We can do
whatever you want.
Okay. No, I'm not gonna hurt you too bad. We'll do the 100.
Keely.
Not the 200. 200 would be too much for you.
I ran the 40 when I was in 12th grade.
What is the 40?
40-yard dash. So run 40 yards.
So that's less than, okay, what was your 40?
But that's like a thing in football. So when they go to the combine, they run the 40-yard dash and see like how fast did you run and whatnot. So
I love watching that.
I was working with some football players. I was interviewing one, and I was not in shape at all. And my 40 time was like this is like very out of shape. I ran like a 4.5, and that's very like not good. But for me to be out of shape,
that's pretty good. I can't lie.
and if I was really like, I want to race you now. I want to race you now.
Like I feel the tension right now.
Right now, that's crazy. What other? We were talking the other day about being competitive.
Competitive, yeah.
And what are some things that you think if we partaken in, you were for sure you would get the W in? So you got racing. What else do you think you'd beat me in?
Art maybe, like drawing.
You're killing me in that for sure. 100%.
Driving.
You're killing me in that 100% for sure.
I don't know anything else.
You got two, right?
Okay.
You got two, right?
I have three, but we'll say two.
Who do you like in a race? 100-yard race.
Keelan.
Right.
He's saying that because he doesn't know you that well, and he's just like a nice guy.
I say it because I've been knowing Eric for a while, and he just his confidence is just ridiculous. You think he could beat a WNBA player?
No, I just never been.
It's just I just don't take him serious.
So I said, okay, so how about this? Is it outrageous for me to say that I can beat the worst D1 women's player in basketball? That's crazy for me to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
A girl my size.
But she's D1 for a reason.
My size, D1.
How is she your size?
I'm saying like a girl that's not like 6'7".
Okay.
I'm saying like a girl that's like around like she can be like 6 foot, 6'2", whatever. Mm-hmm. You think it's outrageous for me to say that I can beat?
How will we even determine like who's the worst? There's so many D1 schools.
Let's pick a D1. I don't think EWC is D1. If I beat a girl that go to EWC, that's crazy. A girl that play for EWC.
No, I don't think that's crazy.
If I beat a girl that plays for UNF.
Let's say like Alabama. It's a D1 school, right?
Yeah.
The bench rider on Alabama.
It's a girl in there. I feel like I could be. It's a girl that I follow because I was watching a Alabama game. Her name is, I won't say her name. It's pretty crazy, but this guy is really disrespectful. But I was watching it. It was a light skinned girl, and I went to watch her highlights, and I was like, she's really not that good. She didn't get in the game either. She was like on the bench the whole time. Yeah. And I think I'll definitely I'll beat her.
Beat her. Let's call her out.
I'm
Let's
in
have
terrible
a
shape.
competition. What's her name?
Her name is like Ariana something.
Ariana.
Let's get it.
I'm in terrible shape, so right now I will gas out. I was just on the phone with Cam the other day, and I was talking about basketball. We played basketball, and we went to 5, and I scored 4 points uninterrupted. It was 4-0. He came back and won because I just was out of shape. I couldn't, I'm in terrible shape. I got terrible cardio. So if I was to build my cardio up, yes, I think I could.
Unstoppable.
I could. You're an a-hole.
I'm being honest.
You are an a-hole. But no, I don't think that's crazy to say that I could compete with a bottom tier D1 females basketball player. I don't think that's crazy.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Ariana, if you're watching this.
Yeah, if you're watching this, we could set it up.
Okay, we'd love for that to happen.
No disrespect either, because
All
shout out to the women players and whatnot.
Right.
But I've seen way too many YouTube players compete with D1 women's basketball players.
They probably pay them to lose. Or they're probably like, oh, I'll pay you $20,000 just to be in this video.
If a YouTube player got $20,000 to spare just to play a basketball game.
Speaking of basketball and YouTubers, do you know anything about the Ace family? Do you know who they are? The Ace family?
Young and Ace? I don't know who you're talking about.
No, it's this YouTube family called the Ace family, and
yeah, I think they're the most popular
yeah,
YouTube
they're
family.
freaking millionaires,
No
damn
clue.
near billionaires.
What about them?
They had this charity or something they did. It was oh, let's play basketball, and whoever wins gets to donate to the charity. It was something along those lines. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But it was a whole scandal because they were a couple $1,000s short on what they promised. It was a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people like that. But if you're a YouTuber and you're playing somebody one-on-one and you give somebody $20,000 to lose, you're sitting
They're
good. That's a lot of
good.
money.
Yeah.
But not like these are like regular 1-on-1 games, and I've seen way too many people that are like decent basketball players. I'm like, yeah, he's kind of giving her the works right now. So yeah, I think so. And I'm not saying, put this on record, I'm not saying I'm the best basketball player of all time. Not saying I'm the greatest. I just think that I have a really good shot, and yeah, I played basketball a lot throughout my life. So yeah, man. Amp always doubts me. Amp, he's the biggest hater in my life. Every time I say I could do something, you're so confident. You're overly confident. I'm only confident in things that I know I'm good at.
Okay.
So art, you would wash me. I suck at art. You know I suck at art. You know what I mean? I could barely write my name legibly. So if I'm not good at it, I will tell you I'm not that good at it.
I can respect that for sure.
Like if I play basketball right now, I haven't touched a basketball since, when was the first day of art Basel? December 5th or something like that?
Yeah.
December 2019 was the last time I was at my friend's house before we went to Art Basel. I was shooting a basketball. That was the last time the last time I touched a basketball. So right now, I'm probably very rusty and trash. But
I thought they canceled Art Basel.
2019.
COVID. Oh.
That's how long it was ago.
Wow.
So I haven't touched a basketball since then. So
Art Basel, it's coming back this year.
It is.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
I'm thinking about it, but I gotta see where it's at. Like, I gotta see like where we're at as a country.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the country would be better by then, but I don't know. I know everybody don't want to go, but it's just like, I don't know.
Well,
it's two things. Well, is the country going to be better? Maybe will Florida be better? Because Florida, I was just looking at I wrote this down as a topic. We'll get into a little bit later. But you heard about the lady, you probably don't know her name, but a white lady named Rebecca Jones. She was a scientist for the Florida Department of Health.
And like Ron DeSantis, they like stormed her house.
They stormed her house because she downloaded like files allegedly of things that are like of the real numbers, and she was reporting them on her YouTube channel. So they stormed her house, raided her stuff, and they've been trying to like tarnish her name, say she's a liar and it's fake. I'm not buying it. She said that when she was working there, they were telling her to fudge numbers. I know people personally that have worked for the CDC who have told me that one time, like it'd be 1 week where the numbers were high, and it would just dramatically drop out of nowhere. And he was saying that like, that just wasn't natural because it would be like high for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then 1 week it would just drop out of nowhere. So I do think there's a lot of funny numbers going on with the COVID stuff in Florida. So yeah, I don't know. Like by that time, how good would Florida be? And then two, this isn't just like a Florida thing. There's people coming from like across the planet. Like there's people coming because it only happens in 3 places, like Miami, Switzerland, and like Tokyo. So it's people coming from way across the planet to come here. So it's like, I don't know what these people have. There's so many different variants still that the vaccine still doesn't cover. I know they say the vaccine covers certain variants, but they don't cover like the Brazil variant and stuff like that. It could be people coming from Brazil to come. So it's just way too much stuff going on that I don't know how comfortable I personally would feel.
Didn't Johnson & Johnson recall their vaccine?
Yeah.
I honestly foreseen that happening, like because they have like a history of recalling a lot of their products, like I think their baby powder.
Give people like cancer.
It was some woman had developed like a rare cancer. It was crazy. So I kind of seen that happening because they're just like, I don't know, I don't really trust their company like that, and it's so sad because they're like known for like their baby products, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I seen something like a very long time ago about their baby powder giving people like, I think it was like cancer. Maybe testicular cancer or something like that. So
crazy.
So yeah, it's a wild thing. So yeah, man, I don't know where we would be as a country because it's no telling.
Right.
Rolling Loud is coming up.
The lineup is like very enticing. Like
it's a lot of everybody's there. Like everybody you could think of is going to be there. But man, I still think that's super irresponsible to be throwing because
I agree.
It's like the COVID thing is still going crazy. We don't know the real numbers in Florida because our governors apparently like they're like thinking about investigating him, like fudging the numbers. I read an article that said that the smaller counties in Florida aren't being counted as they should. And they're investigating to see, like, does he have any involvement with that? So it's like, bro, I don't know what's going on. And even though the people that roll out, like, not all of them want to have a vaccine.
Of course not. I mean, it's just going to be sweaty,
people,
stinky,
and you're yelling lyrics. So
drunk.
when you're yelling lyrics, you got spit flying everywhere. So it's like, I don't know if I want to do
I feel like they're really doing this because those artists need to make money. Like, they need...
Rolling Loud probably need to make money.
Yeah, Rolling Loud needs to make money. So they're just like, okay, let's round up all of these artists and get as many people, to perform. That'll attract so many, tourists and everything else. That'll bring us in revenue. So I think it's like also a big fight between like corporations and like morality. So
I feel like you just got to be safe. Even if you have the vaccine, you still should wear your mask. Because like I said, they say the vaccine does not cover all the variants. It covers some of the variants, but doesn't cover all of them. So you never know who you're coming in contact with. You don't know where the person's been or who they've been talking to. So you need to always wear your mask. And I don't know if we talked about this last time, but it just happened over this past weekend. We had a really big event in Jacksonville with the UFC event. It was UFC 261 and sold out 15,000 people. A lot of maskless people there. A lot of, I've seen a couple masks there, but yeah, it was crazy. A lot of yeah, blood and guts type of people there. That was me from my house. I was yelling blood and guts. But yeah, that's wild. Jacksonville was ready. Jacksonville is ready to be back in full effect.
I did not. Okay, I knew Jacksonville was huge. I didn't know we had like almost 1 million people here.
Jacksonville is like top.
It's like 890.
We're like top 10 most populated cities in America. So.
I would have never thought that. It's like, how are we so populated, but we don't even have anything cool? Like,
it's the biggest city, so I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's the biggest city by landmass, so it makes sense. But yeah, everybody came, and I mean, it's cool because, like, in theory, that is cool to have a UFC event and have people come down here. But it's like, man, it's like this is the wrong time because I know a lot of those people. I know somebody got sick. It's a very slow chance that 15,000 people in one arena with a lot of masses. Nobody got sick. It's very hard for me to believe that.
90% chance at least one person walked out there.
And it's crazy because I'm such a like in the house person. When I see stuff like that, I'm like, dog, I want to go out the house.
I know. I've been wanting to just get out. This is why I was so excited to come here because I don't really go out. So I was like, yay! I get a reason to get dressed, put on my wig.
Human interaction type of thing going on.
So,
you're fine, but it's really wild, and the vaccines are. I want to talk about the vaccine passport thing that you sent me that thing. Before we do that though, because I know I'm gonna forget to say this.
No, it's fine.
I started this off problematic, so I might as well keep going problematic in the middle of this.
Okay.
No, it's something that is
something
with me and her. I don't know what made me think of this, but I was reading something. I was looking at a video. And this girl was just like, you're a monster. You're a monster. You're a monster. She was calling this dude a monster and just going crazy.
Oh, I think
And I was looking at that. And I was like, this story is going to end up coming on the podcast anyway, because just knowing how we are. I was like, I have to tell this story about you and your phone and me in class. So
that was so...
I felt like the biggest piece of trash of all time during this, and they overhyped it and made her feel like this. That was
so funny.
But anyway, my phone, this wasn't your phone, it was my phone. My phone was on the desk or something. We're in drama class, and I look down, and I don't see my phone anymore. So I'm asking my friend Trayvon, hey, where's my phone at? It's like, I don't know, bro. I asked my friend Leslie, hey, where's my phone at? I asked this woman right here, hey, where's my phone at? I don't know. So I'm like, it's only you people around here. Nobody came and stole it. It's obviously one of you three people have it. I don't know where it's at, man. What do you think? Yeah, they're just busting jokes, think it's funny. I'm like, the class is going to end.
You're aggravated.
I'm like, yo, where's my phone? This isn't funny. So the class is about to end. She's about to walk away from me. I'm going to demonstrate. Hold your arm out. I'm going to demonstrate what I did. She tried to walk away. I grabbed her arm like this. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on her arm. She looked at me and was like, and they looked at me and they looked at me.
No, because it was more like that. Because you're trying to get your phone. You're like, you did it fast. That's what it scared me because you just like.
I grabbed her arm really fast. Elite athletic reflexes. You're fine. Elite athletic reflexes that I have. Mm-hmm. You know how that goes. And they look at me and they're like, did you just put your hands on Keely? They're like, wow, I can't believe you just put your hands on Keely. And I'm like, where's my phone? They're like, you know what? It's over now. Here's your phone. This isn't even funny
have
even
a
more.
Good life.
So I'm trying to talk to her and she's just not like, I'm thinking she's playing. But she was like, I don't think she looked at me out, she said, I don't think I'm going to ever look at you the same again. She's so serious. And then I'm thinking then like my next period class, I'm like, yo, is this over? Like, am I never going to talk to her again?
Over.
The next class period, I got these glasses because I got punched in the face and my glasses broke. It's a story for a different day. You know that story, right?
I think I do.
It's when the girl hit me in the glasses. We talked about that the other day. Glasses flew off, broke. And I look at her and I'm like, hey, you like my new glasses? She says, yeah, I just want to let you know that I felt bad and it's your fault. That I felt bad, you know.
You're gaslighting me right now.
It's all your fault that I felt bad. But what went through your head when I did that? Like, were
I don't
you like?
even remember. I think I was just like, this butthole. I think that's really all I felt. Was like, he's such a butthole.
Yeah, I felt like.
I thought that was you. I was like, is he okay?
I didn't know what was going on back there.
That was the perfect sound effect of what you did there.
Right?
What was that?
It was just like a yell.
Was I wrong for that?
It sounded like assault to me.
Yeah, oh my god, that's what they were making it seem like.
Period.
Yo, I felt like
have a
a
cough
woman
drop?
abuser. Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
I felt like a woman abuser, bro. I don't know. That was a good one.
You remember the episode? Did y'all watch Arthur?
Yeah.
The episode when Arthur had punched DW?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, I remember that episode.
That's kind of like that episode.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Because it was like DW was like bullying him like the whole time. And like she broke his airplane. Then he hit her. And then they made Arthur just seem like the bad guy immediately. And I'm like, she been bothering him.
Right.
She broke his airplane the whole. And then like, he's the bad guy now.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, that was a wild time to be Eric for that time. I remember I made a video with my friend Boosie. And I was like, hey, bro. I was like, make a video and say, hey, Eric didn't mean it. And I showed it to you. He was like, yeah, whatever. I was like, what?
No, remember you made that freaking YouTube video about?
That's a whole different conversation. Let's not even talk about that.
That's okay.
It was so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. There was a video I made, completely different situation in reference to her. This is creepy. This is a year-old video she found. You know how many videos I make a year? I don't know how did you find that video?
I mean, it wasn't that old.
That was an old video. That was like 8 months.
Okay, that was not like 8 months. I just remember it was the first time I went on your YouTube channel for real.
Why'd you click on that one?
And I just seen the titles like, I don't even know, like she something said this. Is this, I don't know, it was something along the lines of like a girl. And I was like, why do I feel like this is about me?
That's really
And
funny.
I clicked on it, you're like, whoa, guys.
I made a video asking for advice. And it was about her. And I had no idea she would find it. And she was like, hey, I see this video. Is this about me?
I was like, I have a feeling.
And I couldn't lie because it was like a direct situation.
Literal situation.
That was pretty embarrassing.
It was funny. I didn't really care.
That was really.
It was funny though.
Imagine if you make like a podcast segment and it's about like a girl or something, and you're asking, and she's like, "Hey, you talking about me?" Not even thinking she'll ever hear it.
What was so funny, the people in the comments were agreeing with me. They're like, "Yeah, she needs to get her act together.
Yeah.
She needs to change her opinion." I was like, "You."
I mean, they were right. I mean, that's just shots. I remember exactly what it was. Shots to the subscribers,
like,
though.
I don't feel like talking about it.
It was stupid, but
stupid.
shout out to the subscribers though. But yes, the vaccine passport things. Been doing a lot of research on this ever since you sent it to me. We actually mentioned Russell Brand in our last episode,
Yes, much love to him.
she sent me a Russell Brand video of him talking about it, and he made some interesting points. One thing about vaccine passports. Well, let's explain what vaccine passports is. I don't know if you want to explain what it is or you want me to go, but
This cough drop.
I'll explain it. I'll let you chew your cough
Okay,
drop.
thanks.
But yeah, the vaccine passport is basically needing a vaccine to have entry into countries or into restaurants and stuff like that. So you have like an app on your phone like, I'm vaccinated, I can come in here. And it's something that I just seen the Biden administration say it won't be anything federally demanded. So like they won't come out and make it like, hey, you got to do this.
So they claim.
I believe that, but they are leaving it up to the states. So certain states have already outlawed it. I know Florida's outlawed it. I know a lot of like southern countries have outlawed it. I know the dude from what's a state nobody cares about? I'm trying to remember. Just give me and I'll tell you if it is. Iowa, no.
I was gonna say that.
No, it wasn't Iowa. It was
Mississippi.
I think it starts with M. Montana. Dude from Montana. He said that even private businesses they can't even like do any like COVID vaccine stuff. So it's being like banned in a lot of like very Republican conservative places and whatnot. But the fear is that you would need a vaccine to enter certain countries or places and things of that sort.
Have access.
And the point that I thought was interesting that Russell Brand made was like after tragedies, government try to like do a lot of overreaching, and he like said the 9/11 tragedy. Then they came out with the Patriot Act, where to this day they can still like spy on you legally, and they can listen to your phone calls and see you through the Apple computer and all that or whatever. So he was just saying that he hopes that it doesn't get to the point where they exploit this tragedy to try to do some overreaching like they did with the Patriot Act, which I feel like is a genuine concern, because I mean the government definitely loves to, you know, when they can take advantage of something, they will do that, as if with the you know, like they freaking Pakistanis and people come bomb the Twin Towers. Let's go to Iraq for whatever odd reason and like let's get some oil, you know what I'm saying? So like anytime they could see an opportunity, America is an opportunist country, so yeah.
Right. I feel like I don't know, like with this virus and everything, and like the vaccine passports, and I noticed like it does seem Jacksonville has become more populated. Like I'm seeing more cars from out of state, like more people are moving here. I feel like if this really follows through with the vaccine passport, I could see somewhere like New York being very demanding and like strict with that. And I just see like the more southern states becoming more like just populated in general, because there's going to be people like fleeing from that in a sense.
That's what's going on with Texas right now. All the people from California are moving to Texas. So all the Joe Rogan, Texas, all the comedians, because Texas was like one of the first places to open back up comedy stores and things like that. So all of the like Texan people are all the Californians are moving to Texas and whatnot. So yeah, a lot of the southern states are gonna get more populated. And like I said, Florida is it's like a retirement state, right? People come here to retire. People come here.
All those LA people, they move in Miami and Jacksonville also.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we're a retirement state. It's always hot outside. You got amusement parks in Orlando and things like that. Jacksonville is
Have beach.
Yeah, you know. So I could see why they would want to come here. But yeah, I think you know, it's very interesting to see if that's going to change, because the Texans, they have this whole thing like, you left California to become Texas. You left California to become a Texan. Don't turn Texas to California, meaning like it's a red state. You know, don't bring your libtard up. You know, they're on that type of wave. So I wonder, will we get so many left leaning people from California, and like they try to influence Florida to become more of a left leaning state? I wonder how, you know, they would the Republicans will react to that. Would it be with open arms? You think they'll be open for that? I think Ron DeSantis would like that.
Absolutely not.
Of course they will. But yeah, I think you're going crazy. Why are you chewing it? You're like a maniac. just let it dissolve in your mouth.
I didn't know if you could.
Like you eating ice. You're going crazy over there.
I'm hungry. Okay.
What is that got to do with your hunger? Is that going to feel your hunger?
It's doing something.
Crazy person right here. But yeah, you know, will they come over here and try to influence and make, because Florida is heavily right-centered state. Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken, voted blue this year. Voted blue, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
we're more like progressive.
more progressive than I'm gonna say probably
like Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. Yeah.
For sure.
I was just looking at I think Chelsea Handler was in Tallahassee. Don't know why I was looking at this video, but she was interviewing these rednecks, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not racist." They was like, "Oh, we got black people in the congregation. We got this one black woman. She calls herself Big Mama. We love Big Mama. Big Mama comes and feed us, and we love Big Mama."
Real?
I probably should play this video.
You seen this on a Chappelle show?
No, but it's a real thing.
Sounds like.
You know what? I'm gonna dub this in the video.
Okay.
I'm gonna dub this in the video, and I'm gonna play it as we watch it together to show you that this is a real thing. This was on that dude Rex Chapman page. But yeah, this is she was in Tallahassee, and they were just going in, and I was like, alrighty, serious. Oh man.
Oh.
Good looking.
Racist or not racist? I'm involved.
We don't have headphones, so
It's okay.
it's not gonna work that way. But
think about that.
yes. That was a good idea, though. Good idea. Hold on, let me get the big. All right, here she is.
Of our church, and she wants to be known to the congregation as Big Mama.
Oh, Big Mama's wonderful. Everybody knows Big Mama.
We have two minorities right there on the police force. There's two women, one's a black one, but
Black
that says a lot for what Tallahassee represents.
Yeah, it seems like a very progressive city. What are you doing here?
We're reenactors. Perry and I both are.
So you're reenacting Confederate soldiers in the Civil War.
Yes, ma'am.
These are two guys dressed like dorks.
States' rights. The North and the South was dividing too much power, control.
What he's finna say is really
But do you
hilarious.
think they were fighting for a just cause?
The people in the South and the people in the North both felt that they was fighting for justice.
But now, looking back, they were trying to abolish slavery. Was that a bad thing or is that a good thing?
Sometimes I think the bad things are portrayed more than the good things.
What were some of the good things you feel like aren't
people were
portrayed?
taken care of. Would you take a tractor that you just bought brand new and tear it up, misuse it? No, you're going to take care of it because you just spent a pile of money on that. Those people produce their crops, work their fields, so you're not going to mistreat something like that.
Interesting. What do you think Hollywood has gotten wrong? The way the South is depicted regarding slavery?
I would think one would be the beating of people. There may have been one that would do that to their slave just because they're a mean, bad person, but the majority of them would not do that.
Would not
They
beat
were
their
part of
slaves?
the family. They were like Big Mama, we just loved it. They were just all a big family.
How do you know that to be true?
Because I have family heritage, and I've been told the story since I was a little girl from people whose grandparents lived it.
The guy here, his family owned slaves. Somebody came down from the north in the early 1900s, and he was still living on the farm. And they told him, "You've been freed. You can go somewhere else." And he said, "Well, why would I want to do that?"
That's crazy.
That is so. They are so like brainwashed.
That's
and-
Tally. That's Tallahassee for you, bro.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because it's in the family heritage. And I've been told, no, that's not true. Like,
I love the fact he justifies slavery because he was like, "Hey man, these people, they were picking crops, like they needed them. Why would they mistreat them?" And I don't know. And then he was like, "Why would they mistreat their slaves?" It's like you can't like use the word slaves and then say why do they mistreat them. It's like
right,
the word slave as kind of says it all right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like they were their workers; they were their slaves. For a
right.
reason, so.
They weren't
Walmart workers. They weren't courageous Best Buy workers like you described them earlier.
right.
You know? So
like, I don't know. I always bring up like the white side of my family because it's like the most chaotic. But my grandma's uncle was like in the KKK.
wow.
And she remembers being young and like her uncle told a story. I don't want to get too explicit, but they basically performed like whatever they do, like the cross and someone. And she remembers it. So it's just like that lady is saying a bunch of BS. Like,
Well, it's interesting because that kind of brings me into something else I want to talk about. I actually want his opinion first because he has nothing to do with this. So I'm interested on what he would say.
oh, he's so tired.
And I
Oh,
and I want to hear her opinion because it has something directly to do with her. I had a conversation about mixed people recently, and a person that was talking, they were saying that it said that they're mixed, but they don't. Okay. What is she to you? She's black and white, but what do you call her?
I call her black.
So I was talking to this mixed person. They said they don't identify as black or white. They're just a mixed person. And
You remember that girl on Clubhouse? She was black actually. Never mind.
Wow.
It was. You remember that girl? She was a black girl. She was on Clubhouse and said she doesn't want to identify as just a black person because she feel like she's more than just black. She's a woman and whatnot.
That's a different conversation.
That's a different one.
But
Okay.
yeah, but you call her black, basically.
Yeah.
So this person was telling me that they don't identify as black or white. They're just a mixed person. And I've seen people get canceled for saying that. Like, that's some, like...
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times.
You know? So, and I feel like the people who cancel them are never actually mixed. So you as a mixed person, I just want to shift it to you. What do you identify as?
well, I personally identify as a black woman, being that I relate more, obviously. I am half black, but I can understand. The reason I say I can understand what that girl's saying is because growing up mixed, it's like, the typical story, like too black for white, too white for black. Like you have a tendency to feel like something's missing or something isn't, like you're not complete. So therefore you just decide to identify as mixed because, I don't know, some people, they have a harder time accepting, that they are half black, and nothing's wrong with that. Just more so specifically talking about the biracial black people.
Well, she was saying that she thinks that it takes away credit from actual black people when she calls herself
right.
black.
I understand that.
So she said that, yeah, I'm the first black person to work at this place. That would take away credit from a person that's fully black. So she was like, she has a very country accent. Obama's not black. She said Obama's mixed. She was like, so when an actual black person becomes president, they don't mean more.
Right. I understand what she's saying, though, because sometimes, like, it's more, what's that word? Like, palatable? Palatable? Is that a word?
That is a word.
It's more palatable for people, especially white people, to accept someone who is mixed rather than someone who is fully black. So I can understand as far as that argument with Barack Obama being actually mixed race, but everyone identifying him as black, and he kind of got that credit. So
I've always thought about that because I'm not mixed, but I've always thought why do a lot of mixed people just identify as black? Like they don't identify as like mixed or anything, and they usually discredit their white side. So like, why is it always like I'm black?
Right. I mean, it's just, well, for me, when I was younger, I did used to discredit that I was half white. I did, because all my friends were majority black, and they would, sometimes that question would come arise. Like, I was maybe in like 4th grade, and I'm like, what are you? And I was like, well, I'm mixed, but I'm more black. And I don't know why I would say that, because I thought like saying that I was half white like made me weird, or like, but I've grown to be comfortable with being both black and white. But and also like with like movies and stuff, like I won't say this, but I have a harder time when they're like for example, the show Blackish. Like, okay, I didn't mind it, or the show Grownish, but it's like the majority of the cast are like
Mixed-ish?
Yeah, like literally like more fair complexion, because it's like even casting agents find it easier to, okay, we're going to cast this ambiguous girl instead of someone that is fully black. We're just going to cast this girl who's mixed race because she's still half black. She still gets the credit for that, and we don't have to put someone
I've never seen Blackish, but isn't that the point? Like they're black-ish? Like they're like mixed?
No, I don't think so.
I've never watched it. That's what I assume.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's like, I don't know, but it's just like it didn't even make sense to me. I was like, it really frustrates me when I see like, I mean, it's not to take away from the actresses either, but it's just like there's so many talented, beautiful black actors and actresses not given that chance, not given that access,
No, yeah, for sure. I look at most mixed people as like black. Like I look at like let's say like a J. Cole. Like J. Cole doesn't look mixed to me. J. Cole looks like he's just like if a white person was to see him, they would categorize him in like the Negro ballpark.
They would. I mean, that's something you have to come to accept. Like, you can be mixed, but sometimes, I mean, majority to a white person, you're gonna come off, I mean, as not mixed. I mean, sometimes they will.
Like I think if they see you, they think that you're a black woman.
Yeah, the only time that it kind of offends me is like whenever I have like my natural hair out, like when it was big and curly, I'd oftentimes have like white, more, oh my gosh, I'm getting so aggravated thinking about it. It's like, I'd be out in public and a white person will be like, oh, is that your hair? Literally, is that your hair? I remember I had a classmate for like the whole school year. It was like the last month of school.
First goes. Say a name.
I don't know her name, but she looked at me and she was like, is that really your hair? I was like, I've been in class with you like every other day for like 8 months straight. How have you not? Like, it's so frustrating because it's like, why does it matter? Like,
I just, not a fan of giving white people passes but I will give a white person a pass here. I think black people, definitely hair is just so foreign to them that they don't know, like, is that your real hair? They don't know. Like, there was this one dude, he got arrested for rape, right, in the 80s. And he went to jail for 25 years. This dude had a shortcut. Mm-hmm. It came out that he was innocent, and the guy that actually raped her had dreads.
Oh, wow. How do you confuse that?
That's my point. I think white people are just so oblivious on how black people hair works.
That's true.
Like they just don't know. And I understand it, because if you don't deal with black people hair, it's like, yo, how did you go from that to black hair? Like, what's going on? Like, can I feel your hair?
Right.
Really,
how does your hair grow so long overnight?
I get it being annoying, but I just think they don't know. They just be so confused on what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So like they seen amp hair, they're like, oh, you alright, got the what are I don't know. That's what they would do.
It's so spiky. They like pat.
Yeah, but can I touch?
No, you cannot pet me.
They touch with one finger. You gotta touch it.
Oh my god!
Like it's gonna bite. That's hilarious. So yeah, I mean, I get it, but yeah, white people and their curiosity. Sometimes they're a little too curious. It's like, man, just
shut up. Shut up.
Just let it.
Shut up.
Let it just sit in your brain. So you don't gotta say everything that comes to your mind. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
I'm not bashing all white people. Obviously, I'm just like,
no, for sure.
Personal experiences.
Leave that to me. I'll do that for you. You know, excuse my language, but I wrote this in the notes. Apparently, you knew. I don't know if he knows. I wrote down, was Babe Ruth a nigga? And you said, of course.
Yeah, I said yeah.
Why did you know this?
Once again, my family, my grandpa, he was like, I can't remember how old he was in that. When was Babe Ruth? I think
Babe Ruth is like the 1920s.
Yeah.
Something like that.
1920s, something like that.
He got a daughter that's alive that's 90-something.
Really?
Yeah.
So this is Harlem Renaissance era right here.
Yeah, it was like his dad's dad or something. They're like, yeah, Babe Ruth is black. I remember my papa telling me, like, yeah, he was a very talented black athlete. I mean.
Did you know this? I seen a tweet yesterday.
Y'all always saw the rumors and stuff.
Yeah, it was like a rumor.
You ever see his dad?
No.
His dad looked Dominican.
Really? Yeah. I gotta do some research.
That could be it, you know.
I had no idea. I know he's a baseball fan, so I knew you would know more than me, but I didn't know that he was.
Yeah, I always saw the articles because, you know, he couldn't get a managing job because he was gonna break the color barrier before Jackie Robinson and all that, so that's why like nobody hired him to be a manager, even though he's obviously a baseball expert. He's like one of the best hitters ever, so he could never get a job because they knew what he was about to do.
I had no idea.
So angry.
This is baseball legend dude named Ty Cobb. Just a terrible human. World renowned as a terrible human. Apparently, Ty Cobb said he'll never work with him because he was like a black person or something like that. So. Yeah, I had no idea of any of this until did you see that tweet yesterday that went viral? It was like
I seen it. It was like him, Babe Ruth with his cousins.
Yeah, he was like, "What was like, black people, whatever." I was like, I don't get it. And then I started reading through it, and I was like, wait, Babe Ruth was supposedly black, so
right.
Yeah, so it's a lot of cause you know the rumor is also J. Edgar Hoover was black.
I don't believe that. I think that's like what's the where does that come from? Like he doesn't remotely even look tan.
It's like one of them rewriting history type things because like Beethoven, they got like actual pictures of Beethoven, and Beethoven looked black.
Or he was mixed. I think they said he was like.
Come on, man.
You didn't know that? You don't think it's
repeat
true?
what you just said.
Beethoven was black.
No, repeat.
I can't remember what I said.
How do you know he black?
Because he looked. I don't know. They just had the pictures of him.
They had pictures of Beethoven in the 1300s.
Paintings. It was paintings.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was like drawings.
Said it like he was flicking up in the camera, bro. I've seen that before though. I'm very familiar with the Beethoven was black thing, but that's more believable than J. Edgar Hoover was black. I don't even. Where does that come from?
I don't know. It's just like one of the things. Because a couple of pictures, he do look a little light skinned. He look a little
what?
Sean Kingish. In a couple of his pictures.
Wait, Sean
And they was saying that's why he hated black people so much, because he resented himself being black.
Yeah, that can be a thing. Like, resenting.
Just put J. Edgar Hoover black.
I'm looking.
Couple of them pictures, he do look like.
I'm Googling rather.
He look like he could pass for a couple of them pictures.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is a white man, bro.
Yeah, could be.
This is a. You need a man.
What? Why do you need a man?
No matter what race he was a bad person.
Yeah,
I don't know anything
regardless.
about him.
He's the guy that he was getting all the civil rights people killed. Like he's the leader, or he was the leader of the CIA back in the like 50s
why
and 60s.
can't we have power? Like, what is the what is the issue with like black people in positions of power and like
he was in
he was bad all around. He was getting more than black people out. He was getting feminists out of here.
Yeah,
he was doing any person that was like looking for like rights and stuff.
Yeah, he was getting
them out of here.
Yeah, he was.
You must really hate yourself to do something like that.
I don't know what was up with him. He was a very destructive person. I think he was the person that said what was like the most dangerous thing, like black people, like what was the Black Messiah thing, because that's where that movie title comes from. I forget the quote, but he basically like black people like they don't need another like figure, basically, like they don't need a Black Messiah. If they get one, they're gonna die. So that was like his whole thing. So yeah, I don't buy him being black, but he said he looked a little Sean Kingish. That's a really
I can see that.
He not black either.
Cool.
Sean King.
He's white, right?
Yeah, he's white. they've showed his parents plenty. Those are white people.
Yeah, he's a white man.
I don't know. People just still love him. Like all the celebs love him.
I don't know. He gives me weird.
He in the same book as Ali G to me.
Like he's been exposed at least 20 times for like blatantly like stealing money from people.
Right.
And the celebs still put him on a pedestal. I don't get it.
Probably, I don't know.
It's like they're oblivious to like what's going on. Like he literally steal money all the time, and he's just still around. I don't get it.
That's a lot of them Black Lives Matter people. Remember, I don't think I said it on here, but like earlier this year, it was like they announced that they made $90 million or something last year.
Yeah, that was crazy, and none of the family. I'm sorry.
No, you're about to finish the sentence.
None of the families like received any kind of aid, any kind of support. Like, where did the money go?
Mike Brown dad said, "I need $20 million." Tamir Rice's mama said that they're like they're finessers and they're not really helping us at all. Right. So, yeah, that's a lot of them. They just take money and people still, follow them and retweet them and stuff. I don't get it.
Really I don't. Weird. Did you see like what that one rapper, The Game? He posted it a couple weeks ago. I wanted to ask your opinion. He was like, it was something along the lines. He's like, a real man won't make his wife pay the bills. There's no 50-50. I cover the bills and everything as long as you are taking care of the house, or like you shouldn't have to lift a finger or to spend your money on stuff like that. What do you think?
First of all, The Game is a weirdo. I just want to throw it out there. So there's that. I don't even take anything that guy says seriously. And that's the way you live your life. And that shout to you.
I just thought that was interesting. I've never seen that opinion.
You've never seen anybody say that like the woman should be taken care of. That's like so we're talking about it was talking about you being a 1950s housewife. That's how they lived.
Shut up. I don't know.
No, you never heard that. Like you think about like the basketball players, like their wives, like they just sit at home and they bring all the money in. Like that's like the thing.
So.
Being a housewife, that's where that comes from.
Yeah, the shows and
Or
everything.
the term, like being a housewife, like you stay at home while the man works outside.
I really dislike that term for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems too outdated. Like, you're a housewife. Like, I don't know.
I guess it's still a common term because, like you said, you got the Real Housewives of LA. And
yeah,
like
Atlanta, Chicago, everywhere. Like, very interesting.
I was just thinking about this scene in Goodfellas. They made like a very old timey 1950s housewife joke, but
oh my gosh.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, so I know you're very, very, very independent. Like, you like to, I'm gonna be myself, and I don't need a man.
Okay, yeah, that's how I sound.
Yep, that's how you sound.
Exactly how I sound.
Yep. I remember one time I tried to get you a pencil. He's like, no, I'm independent. I was like, all right, I'm just trying to get you a pencil.
I think I was just joking that day.
But yeah, oh, that was really you. But you, no, but that's like, you really like stand on your independency, so.
Yes.
I'm assuming you don't like to tweet.
I didn't mind it. I mean, if that's how, it's how you want to live, that's how you want to live. I can't really poop on that or whatever. Like most times when people see me or when they hear me, they do like the impersonation, like, oh, like little baby voice. And then they underestimate me as far as sports or anything athletic. So off the rip, I don't come off as like, I don't know, as very intimidating or strong-willed when in fact I am. Like I kind of instilled that in myself because of, just so many people doing the opposite of that.
It's crazy that me and you are still cool because I do all of that stuff still.
It is, yes.
I just mocked you
right.
Like an hour ago. I said that I would destroy you in any athletic endeavor that you would think of.
I accept it. I love when people underestimate me because it just gives me the opportunity. Like,
I think you are a wonderful human.
Let's take some. Okay,
No. Let's take some time to praise Keely. I think that you are a wonderful human. I think that you are a beautiful human inside and out. I think that you can draw really well. I think your athleticism is very crazy. Me and her went to do a very long mile run, and I just died. I couldn't complete it. She is so in shape. She is so good. She kind of sped up. She was kind of running. It was pretty impressive. She's really fast. And with all that said, I would literally dust you. So I just want to let you know that you will not come any close to beating me in any athletic endeavor. Okay. Maybe running long, but
we'll see. We'll just see.
Easy video to make too, so I'm ready for this. I'm like you said, you got me. She sent me this ab workout that I've been doing since was that Monday that I started. So it's been my third day. I got to do it when I get home, and man, I'm trying to get in shape, trying to get the abs going, trying to get the muscles going, do the hip dips. Oh my gosh, the hip dips, Anthony! Goodness gracious, it's basically doing it's the Y&J dance. It's so crazy. Dance, yeah, I'm on my knees. I'm not on my knees. I'm on my elbows, and I'm humping the ground. Basically, you're ugh.
It's like you're in a plank position.
I was about to say a downward dog plank.
Yeah, it's the plank. It's the plank, but you're humping.
I think that was the OG name of it. I think it was people called it downward dog. And everybody that's kind of weird. It's called a plank.
I'm doing the downward dog planking style, Y&J, edition, and boy, that's a tough one. So getting my thing ready, but man, I can't wait for that, man, because we're both competitive. So
yes.
And I think you are I think you're definitely would beat a lot of people that I know in a lot of athletic endeavors. Definitely freaking track, anything that
long distance,
anything that involves flexibility because of your cheerleading background. Yeah. I think you would kill me with that for sure. I don't know if you got a better toe touch than me. My toe touch is pretty elite.
I know. I have a video of you. Remember?
When?
When we went to World of Nations. You don't remember?
Did I do a toe touch there?
Yeah, you did a toe touch.
Remember doing the phone the other day. Remember that?
Yes, that was good. I was pretty proud of you. That was a good job.
But comment below on who you got in the 100-meter race. Is that what we're doing?
100-meter.
Where are we running this 100 meters at?
It has to be at a track, I guess.
Has to be at a track. FSCJ?
Okay.
I wonder if they have I was about to say, I wonder if they have a straight shot, but yeah, they have to have a straight shot. For sure. So we can set that up. You can record that for us? You want to record that for us one of these days?
Yeah, I can knock that.
Put some money on it?
I ain't putting money in, but I'll definitely record.
You seemed pretty confident earlier. So. Who knows?
I'm gonna go ahead and start training today.
Yeah, watch I do this race and I just fall. I have a thing. Fun fact. I have this thing where when I run so fast, I just fall.
That's not good. I don't want you to fall.
I be running so fast, I just fall.
You just tip over.
I got a video. I'll put this in here. It's a video of me racing. The same day I was at the football thing, we raced. And I bust my behind. Oh my gosh. On concrete.
No.
Because first we did on concrete, then we did inside the building. I think I scraped my elbow and everything. Ow. It was a really, really, really bad situation.
How about you just don't fall?
Right.
But I run so... It's the thing where I run so fast that I don't know how to You
need to keep your balance.
Yeah, I'm out of control sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's not a control thing.
You gotta keep your back
See, I never played like football. Like football is somewhere where you gotta run fast a lot all the time. I was a basketball player. You're not like sprinting with the basketball in your hand at full speed. Like you have to have some type of control.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, and then like you're running full speed, you have like a wall where you're not going to like, you know what I'm saying, you could like bump into it or whatever. So yeah, let's see if I can find this video. This is I think 2017 when this happened. Oh my gosh, when was the last time we did like a race?
I don't even know. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Yeah,
I need to get back into running. I do want to get back into sprinting though.
Yeah, I haven't sprinted in a while. I'll put this on the screen. This is me and Nathan.
Yes, sir.
You and who?
Nate.
Wait. Replay that. Let me see that.
I'm gonna give it to Amp real quick so he can watch it.
On your mark.
Let's see.
Yes, sir. Go.
It was just a bad start. Like I was done.
Yeah, your start was like. This was your start. It was like waddly already, so you didn't have.
This was better. We were indoors.
You need a strong start.
On your mark. You set. Go.
There you go. I would dust.
And look where I'm at.
Both of you.
On the floor again.
On the floor.
First of all, where you're running just looks dangerous.
Yeah, I was not smart.
You're very
that was not
like
smart.
You
I'll
need
send
to
you the other
control
one.
your hands.
And why is Nate running dressed like he works for Red Lobster? He's just like a hostess.
I'm gonna put these on the screen. That's really funny. You see the second one?
Yeah, I see the second one.
Yeah, the second one we did it in an indoor facility. I was a little bit better, but
It's your arms,
I couldn't. You know, I couldn't get. I wasn't in a good starting position because you're not going to see this. Hold on. When you're in like when I'm like
Not that you have your shoes off.
I'm already right here.
You're just barefoot.
You gotta. I don't know. You probably can't see me, but you got like
you see.
My stance was like this. I was like,
Oh.
you know, when you're running, you're supposed to get like the
Yeah,
head. I was like that, so I wasn't good or whatever. So when I ran out, I toppled over. So
Okay, I can understand that. It's from
very
ear
unathletic.
to pocket.
That was terrible.
Ear to pocket.
Yeah,
ear
you gotta.
to pocket.
Yeah, you're running like a maniac.
And you're like going like.
We look at the second one or the first one.
Both.
Oh, the second one, yeah, I was going crazy right there. I mean,
you were going fast. You were.
That was very slow right there, but yeah.
And you had bandages on your head.
Fun fact.
You were concussed.
I was. No, legitimately. Wow. I was doing an interview with this guy, and our battery ran out. So it was like, hey, go to the car to get the batteries. I go outside. I'm looking at my phone. As I'm looking at my phone, the bar to the thing, it's like out. So I'm looking, and then I just boom. I ran into it. I'm leaking like somebody just shot me in the face. There's blood all over my face. I'm bleeding really bad and really heavily.
Goodness.
So I had to get taped up and bandaged up or whatever, and I was trapped to that. So yeah, I was running with like 10 minutes before that. I was concussed possibly though.
Wow, look at you.
It's pretty bad stuff.
You're tough. You're a tough guy.
I would like to think, I was just saying that to my mother for whatever reason the other day, but I would like to think I got like a high pain tolerance. Like, I think that, I don't know if I get that from like watching wrestling and I'm just like, oh yeah, these guys are badass. I don't want to be like this, but yeah, I think I got a pretty high pain tolerance. You think you got a
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I hate needles. I cry every time I have to get a shot. Anything, I literally, oh my God, getting my blood drawn.
You bruise easily too.
Yeah,
because when I grabbed your arm that time, you were like,
I had like
red.
the red.
I was like, what the heck did I just do? So
I do. I have a nasty bruise on my leg. I don't know where I got it from.
Really, from running, probably.
I think it's from the gym, maybe something.
Yeah, I would like to think I have like a high pain tolerance just because like I've taken some nasty bumps in my life and
I bet I can tell.
You can tell. Look that rough. Goodness gracious.
No.
But no, I've taken some nasty bumps in my life where I was like, this is bad, but I'm getting up. I've never broken a bone though, so thank God for that. Have you ever broken?
I almost did because a cat bit me. Yeah, when I was little, I was like, I think I was like 6, and I was with my cousin. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So her cats were got in a fight, and I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta break it up. And I didn't know any better, so I grabbed the cat while mid fight, and it bent down and clamped onto my finger really, really, really hard. and then I like threw it, and like my hand was like swollen. It was so nasty. Blood was like coming down my arm, and we had to walk back to my house. So I'm like holding my arm, and my cousin's like, oh my God. And then I get to the hospital, and they did like an x-ray. They cleaned my finger, and they're like, wow, that cat was literally like half a centimeter away from breaking your finger.
Oh my God.
It was that bad. Yeah, it was pretty horrific. I have some crazy, like...
That's why I don't do animals, you know? It's I don't know why you're trying to big them up. It's, oh my gosh, you got this cat, lives outside my... Like, leave him outside your house.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest cat person, just because I don't have the best experiences with them. But they're okay.
Couldn't do it. Yeah, that's crazy. That's, I'm trying to think of the worst injury that I feel like I've ever had. This is not the worst injury, but when I was in karate class one time, I slammed my finger shut on a door, and my whole nail just like came off, and that was really painful. Like, I don't know, like probably in basketball, the worst injury I've ever had was I get my finger jammed a lot, and that's not an injury. That's just like some pain. Like I just get my finger jammed, but yeah, I've never really had like a serious major injury or anything. So.
I mean, I used to get my like I remember. One time I got like my whole hand like slammed in the sliding door, and like all my fingers were like tore up. It was so bad.
I never did
I got it caught in the door, a car door when I was little, like slammed shut. Yeah, I don't know why that kept happening.
I got my hand slammed in a car door and they were about to drive off.
Goodness gracious.
Oh my God.
How old were you?
This was high school.
So he's like, bro, stop.
Yeah, I just banging on the window.
Oh my God.
And it was a Jamaican. It was one of my homegirls. Her mom is Jamaican, so you know Jamaicans don't play.
Right.
So I'm banging on her window. She's like, "Why are you banging on my
like bomber clot window?"
I'm like, my hand stuck. I was like, "I'm sorry." She's cursing me out.
Oh
it's like
God.
half English, half what do they speak?
Patois? Yeah.
Man, she's going in on me. I'm like, my hand is in the door.
So that's why you hate Jamaican people. Makes sense.
All right, you didn't have to.
I love Jamaican people.
I love Jamaican
I
people.
don't hate Jamaican people.
Oh, okay.
I said to him a reggae song one time. He said, "Keep this jerk chicken music away from me."
No, he didn't. I don't believe that.
You said that or not?
I don't know. I can't remember. I say so much wild stuff. I probably did.
I definitely said that.
I wish I was like you guys. Like I can just say something wild off rip.
Oh, you do to me at least.
Do I?
Yeah, but you'll be like, you'll not want to say it, but I'll make you say it.
I guess so.
You'll be like, I don't want to say this. I'm like, do it. do it.
Anyway, that's crazy though.
There was nothing to say. No, I think my like most. This is also not an injury, but when I played basketball, this haven't happened in years, and I thank God. But my knee would like shift over and come back. That's happened multiple times where I remember I was at my friend Troy house. He had to carry me home because I couldn't walk.
Oh my goodness.
But like I think I shot and I came down and it said, Brew, and it went back. And, oh my gosh, it's always his right knee. And for whatever reason, my knee's still buckled to this day. So like my knees just like, I don't know, they're just like, I don't feel like they're sturdy. Like in here, I feel like they move.
To build strength in your knees.
You gotta check out. You might have some meniscus damage.
Maybe so. That's been going on. This like last time happened like I was in middle school, but I haven't been playing basketball like every day since then. So yeah, that junk is like, I don't feel like it's sturdy enough. You say you think it's meniscus damage?
Yeah. Well, you probably got something like from tearing and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it is not good. So yeah, my knee will like hurt from time to time. So yeah, I need to probably get that checked out 100%. So
yeah, put that on the list.
What else would you check out? That's funny. You said you came before we got on here. You said you had topics. So put you
topics.
In the
Well, I recently found this podcast. Apparently, it's popular, like called The Round Table. Do you guys know what that is? It's like a whole bunch of men on there, and they're just like, if you want to be a good man, you got to attract the right woman. You don't need these Instagram thoughts. And they had like...
That sounds like the worst kind of...
It
Podcasts like those is like harming the podcast game.
Oh my gosh.
It's always a bunch of dudes. That's why I feel like sometimes my podcasts get a bad stigma because we got a bunch of guys on there. But like most of the times a podcast with a bunch of dudes, they talk about the same stuff. Talk about relationships. Not giving women your money, $200 dates, all the Twitter topics. That's all they talk about.
I mean, it's entertaining to a degree. I can't lie. It was pretty entertaining.
Round Table? I'm looking at Round Table podcast.
And they had like
not a creative name at all.
Yeah, you don't see it. Maybe that's what I think it's called, the Round Table, because they had Candace Owens on there.
Oh, the roommates.
The roommates.
Yeah, they're extremely popular.
The roommates, not Round Table. The roommates.
Yeah, they're actually really popular.
Never seen these people before.
And like they had.
They the ones. Sorry, I keep.
No, go ahead.
They the ones that got Kevin Samuels famous because he was on their podcast.
Yes,
and it blew up.
Like I was watching an episode when they're interviewing like these like OnlyFans girls that worked for OnlyFans, like made money that way, and they were just being so rude. They're like, so where are you going to be 10 years from now? Where do you think you're going to be? You think you're just gonna you're gonna be able to sell your vagina forever? They were just being so demeaning to them. I was like, not even giving them a chance. It was like, hey, I'm not getting loud with you, so I don't expect you to get loud with me. I know men that do that will literally instigate and get you so riled up, but then have like this calm demeanor, thinking that, oh, this is gonna win the argument. This makes me look like I'm in the driver's seat, like I, have authority right now.
You know what book they read? You know what books they read?
No. Oh, 48 Laws of Power.
That's a 48 Laws of Power type of
It
thing.
is. That's what, I mean, although I understand from both sides of that podcast, but that just kind of aggravated me. I was like, okay. And then they have Kevin Samuels. He was like, what did he say? He was like, basically called the girls dumb. He was like, dumb girls like you or that lack knowledge, how are you going to get anywhere in life? I'm just like, and what are you doing right now? Like,
fair question.
I want to fight. You guys want to fight, y'all. I'm calling you out. I'm mad.
You want to fight Kevin Samuels?
You'll fight Kevin.
I will fight Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, can we set up Kevin Samuels in the next WrestleMania?
Yes.
Funny, we might have Kevin Samuels on RLP.
Really?
Really? Oh God, he's gonna be like.
I've been in touch with his people. Maybe we'll see.
You gotta have her on.
I'll hide in my closet and I'll pop out.
Hide in the closet.
That might. Because I was thinking, I don't want to have him on because, like, a lot of the times when he be on a podcast, it's just be him and some dudes.
Right. He needs a challenge.
He need a woman on.
Like,
but you can't be scared, though, because he's kind of intimidating.
Mean.
Especially when you take them glasses off.
It's okay. I'll wear a real cute.
I don't want you to run out here.
No, I know how you are. You don't like to step on people's toes. So I feel Keely, I know how you are. You're like,
I know,
you're right. You're like, you're right.
I don't know. I'm very passionate about certain things.
If you're gonna do that, I'm all for it. I just know how you'll kind of relate, because you don't want to be like offensive or mean. I know how you are.
No, if he gets mean, I'll get mean.
Okay, well, I'll tell you something. I can just imagine you
just slap him on his head, like, I don't know, and just start fighting.
I'm for it. I'm sorry. I'm just.
I know. I'm
noise
just
with
beating.
The sound. They're like, what? People can't even listen to podcasts. Background noise. I'm freaking going crazy. Goodness
I slapped
gracious.
the mic up a couple of times.
Gosh.
It's okay.
But no, I'm here for it. If you can,
I would like for you to do it too, because I feel like you.
I don't have anything to say to him.
No, because you're such a troll.
No, I don't have anything to say to him.
Give me some pointers or something to say to him.
I asked him. He's going to interview him.
I'll watch a couple of his videos. Yeah. Like so. I feel like the first thing he'll do is like, yeah, your name is Keely. Don't do this stupid.
He's going to say rate yourself from 1 to 10, and you can't use 7 or 10.
I would ask him to rate himself 1 through 10.
Has anybody ever did that before?
Yeah, and they always get washed immediately.
Okay.
What happens?
He always just set them off. He's like, it's not about me, it's about you.
No, it's not. Just do some reverse psychology.
I think most women they mess up when they call themselves 10s. What they call themselves 10s? He just see blood in the water at that point.
Right, it's an opportunity for him to just bash them.
Yeah, that's not for me. I don't have anything to ask him. That'd be your fight. I don't have anything to say to Kevin Samuels. Get you and Kevin Samuels and Candace Owens in one room. That'd be electric.
That would be chaotic.
I don't know why I've been like laughing throughout the week because we were talking. What you said? You said,
"Oh my!"
You said, I don't want to sound like Candace Owens when I say this.
I was like, "Oh."
What were we talking about?
What were we? Oh, we're talking about how women in music.
Oh, we're talking about like WAP and stuff
WAP
like that.
And
we can end it with that if you want to. going your Candace Owens rant if you want to.
No, I wasn't trying to go on my Candace Owens, whatever you want to call it. It's just that I being someone that grew up, or still young, like Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, and like City Girls, and like I don't even know how to say it. I don't even have the energy to like go. What did I even say to you?
You were just talking about how like you feel like every woman, or you feel like most women are like hypersexualized in music.
Oh yeah, I feel like for sure, like it's very hypersexualized, and it's like, this certain way that you're portraying to your audience. Your audience is like younger girls, kind of like with the Instagram thing, filters, all that. And it's like these girls are, I don't know, they're kind of like, oh, that's how I should live. Or, I mean, it's up to you. But I don't know. I'm not here for it all the time.
Do you think there's like not a balance? Is that what you want? Do you want like more of a balance? Yeah, there needs to be a balance.
I'm not trying to bash, women, because obviously male rappers, all they rap about is like pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like.
So I think their rebuttal would be like, what's the difference when we do it? Like, why is it a problem when we do it and they do it?
What do you mean?
Like they rap about like getting all these girls and doing.
No, I'm not saying there isn't a problem. There absolutely is a problem with that. I mean, when women do it, it is more of like a female empowerment. So I understand that, It does make you feel like more control because you have like male rappers like, oh, I just used her and I just hit her friend, or like BS like that. And I'm just like, come on, you can do better. Like Future, for example, he needs to grow up.
I don't know.
Not saying, I mean, he's good at whatever he does, but for real.
Let's stop it here. Let's stop it at the Future hate.
I'm not hating on him at all. I just feel like, like, come on. Because, the memes, he's always like memeing on Twitter, like being toxic. They use him for that.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Do something else.
Hey, man, what's a good Future bar for this situation? I can't think of one right now.
I
can't think of one right now. There's one, I'm pretty sure. I just can't think of one. We're both trying to think.
If you think of one without being disrespectful.
No, I was trying to go there. I can't think of one. Future's like he's great. I like Future. Future's like my dose of like toxic masculinity.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
The same way Cardi B might be a dose of like woman's like ooh, she like, I'm a hoe. So she talking to my soul.
I feel like Future worse. Future's brutal.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Is Future Kevin Samuels in song form?
Oh, nah, because Kevin, no. Well, Future got like both sides. Like he'll be extremely toxic, and then he'll be like.
Be lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah, he'll be lovey-dovey, and then he'll be like, he'll say a line like, I ride for my niggas and lie to my bitch. Or something like that.
Like, why are you going so hard?
He appeases both sides of the spectrum. Like what do you say? I got the streets and the KKK with me, so that's
Is that what did he say?
That's a real Future bar. I got the KKK and the streets with me. Is that not a real Future bar? That's a real Future. Shout out to Future. You're so confused. What's going on?
I'm so confused. I don't know.
But yeah, I feel like when it comes to like women like over sexual rap or whatnot, I feel like it's one of those things where, like you said, I guess it's more of like an embracing type of
like
thing
being
or whatever.
Proud, 'cause,
Yeah, it's like like I love being a hoe, like I take pride in that. It's like one of those type of things, right?
Right.
And are you laughing?
Yeah, I don't know. Just,
you made me
just
laugh.
the way you said that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it's like I take pride in having sex with a lot of people. Like that's like.
I mean, it's not just that,
No, it's like people call me a hoe for doing this, but they don't call men doing it. So I'm going to I'm going to take pride back in the word or whatever, It's like the slut walk thing or whatever, So yeah, I get it, but you just think it's at a point where it's done too frequently.
Yeah, it's overly saturated. I feel like I don't know. There's some bops still, but I don't know. It's just a tad overly saturated for me.
You see how you are? You're so nice. You want to say more, but you're just like, I get it.
That's how I feel. But if you're Kevin Samuels right now, I'm knock your glasses down.
That's really funny. But yeah, shout out to the sexual rappers. I mean, who we got like Cardi B. Who else fit that? Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll put her in that for sure category. Maybe. I mean, I don't.
You
listen
gotta.
to her.
Yeah, you need to listen.
I mean, I think she's.
She's very talented though.
I feel like I don't know. I didn't listen to her. Would you put her in that category?
Yeah, she literally has a song called "Big Ol' Freak."
Would you put Megan Thee Stallion like in that sexual like woman like rapper like?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Maybe so. I don't know.
She got two styles. She do the sex, she do the high sex, but she can actually like rap really good.
She's very talented.
But no, I
City
think
girl.
like we were talking about sex sells. I don't think City Girls in there. I think we talked about that. I think they're more of like we're terrible people. We scam humans. Yeah, that's their whole.
That's
gimmick.
all they talk about.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that sex sells, and as long as sex sells, you're going to see women on the handstand popping coochie. You're going to see girls half naked because that's what people want to see. That's what gets views. If you look at like Anaconda by Nicki Minaj, that
she
song,
got so much backlash for that. I
but also got so many views because she's half naked, she's twerking.
Right.
She got other girls in there twerking.
Right.
The WAP song, it got so many
Right.
views because sex sells. Like that's what people want to see. So yeah, nobody wants to hear women think. And I'm not even saying that. I'm not even saying that in a joking way. I'm just saying
that's what makes me so upset. Like especially when I see like those podcasts. Like I mean, not every episode. What are they called again? The roommates. I mean, they do interview like a lot of insightful women and people, but it's just like, I don't know.
I think women like
too much testosterone.
Like if you're really attractive women, I think you have a better chance doing a podcast.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
I think you have a better chance doing a podcast about like you being like your sex stories and stuff like that, rather than like a female doing a what's the dude's name? Not Brandon, the freaking Katy Perry ex-boyfriend that we were talking about. Russell Brand. Like I feel like you'll get more views if you're an attractive woman. Like, yeah, this is what I'm doing. Like I was like, because like, isn't there a lot of podcasts like that? You know what I'm saying? Because
like pretty privilege.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear women talk about like their freaking intellectual endeavors. You know,
they don't care.
That's a bad thing. I'm not saying that's how it should be. I just think that's how it is. That's why you're my co-host, because gotta have women that look nice, that know how to speak. Gotta balance it out. You know what I'm saying?
Balance it out.
I've definitely got to the point where I've seen so many twerk videos. And I'm like, Yo, you remember that video that we were talking about where they canceled him? He was like, all the girls got their booty out. He was like, he just bootied out at this point.
Yeah.
And they canceled. He was basically
they like reversed it into some rape stuff.
Yeah. So it was this dude. He made this video. He was just like, he was like, I'm bootied out. He was like, every time I go down the street, it's a girl with a booty out. He was like, I just want to have some imagination. He was like, yeah, you got a big booty. Well, she got a big booty too. He was like, I'm getting tired of seeing these big booties. He was like, it was better when, I would see it for the first time, just me and you. Now I could just go on Instagram and see it ain't even special no more.
Yeah, you know what's funny? The dude was clearly joking.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was like, I'm bootied out. Like that's obviously him being funny.
Like he's grinning the whole time.
Yeah, it's obviously like a joke video.
Right.
And they said like this is like rapey. You just basically like being like a predator. And you want to? I mean, they flipped it on.
Yeah, they pretty much said that. Oh, you don't like it now because it's consensual.
Yeah. You don't like women saying you don't like women showing their body because it's consensual, but you liked it when it wasn't consensual or whatever. Yeah. When you had upskirt videos and stuff, but now that they're showing their bodies, now you don't like it because they're doing it on their own behalf or whatever. So.
So much just
crazy stuff.
Anger. I have one last thing though.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I know you're tired, Anthony.
Oh, no.
Okay. I don't want you to like pass out.
He just dead.
I'm fine. Get y'all pod.
Okay.
Go as long as you need to.
Okay, I appreciate that. So I seen on one of my I won't say that. I seen on Instagram. And it was an opinion from a fellow woman. She's very, very smart, very nice person. And she basically was saying that all men cheat. All men cheat. And that she said that good men just don't cheat as much or make it as obvious. And why should women stress themselves out and everything, when at the end of the day, it's still going to happen? We should just live free and do whatever. What do you guys think about that?
And maybe women shouldn't speak, right? Maybe they should just get back to twerking on Instagram. Maybe they should speak. I'll take all that back. I don't know.
I would never say all men cheat, but a good amount of men cheat.
think everybody. I think most people cheat on. I don't know if it's. I think more men probably do cheat than women, but I feel like women are very women. I don't think anybody has more. It's scientifically proven that nobody has more emotions than the other. So it's not like women have more emotions than men. They just display it differently. So I feel like when y'all get in relationships, y'all put a lot of emotions into that relationship and much more emotionally invested. I've seen more women emotionally invested in their relationship than men. Like I'll see men entertain certain stuff that women will never do. So I think that yeah, I mean, I don't know if all men cheat, but yeah, I mean, you know.
I just thought that was interesting. I feel like what influences that is definitely social media, the access you have to like anyone, you know, like Instagram models. You can just DM them and hopefully by chance, you know, you spark something off. And then it's also women who are like, yeah, I just cheated with your husband and or your baby daddy. Like, what?
Well,
like,
no, now I think social media is turning it around because women, you know, women used to always call dude dogs. Now women want to be dogs now because it's like, you know, so.
I think that one guy, Justin LA Boy, something like that, he posts stuff on his Instagram. Really?
Yeah, it is.
Well, he posted, it was like, I've never seen a woman dog a guy out if he wasn't in like fault or if he didn't do it first.
I'm sorry, I was laughing at something the whole time. I heard nothing.
I hate you. What are you laughing at?
That's not his cousin.
Oh, I hate you guys. I really believe
we were looking at each other laughing while you were looking off the space. I'm so sorry. Okay. What were you saying?
Wow. You said, I believe you.
Oh my gosh, that was a good one. Okay, what did he say?
No, he was just saying I've never seen a woman do a guy dirty unless the guy did her dirty first or something. I don't know.
He also steals a lot of tweets. I don't know if he actually said that. That's his whole thing. Like his whole thing is his Instagram is him stealing other people's Facebook statuses and tweets and not giving it like. Yeah. But he has a TV show now. Like he has a show off of that. So.
I'm over social media.
Should
to
we
be
steal
honest,
podcast content and get a show off of it? Like, is that what we should do?
Like, maybe we should just sell our souls.
Hey, a lady actually did that.
Really?
Wow. Yes. This lady should be locked up in the crazy bin. All right, so this is one girl. She do like one-on-one interview, kind of like Eric. So she was interviewing. What's the dude from Snowfall? Damson Idris.
Oh, is that Eldris Idris? Idris Elba. Idris. Okay, that's not his
name. No, they're not related.
I struggled for that name just to be a no. It's not his son.
One is their last name. One is their first name.
Okay.
So no, they're not related. Okay. She was this girl. She only got like a couple followers. She interviewed him. So this one lady, she cut I don't know what she did, but like she cut the girl image out.
Yeah.
Put her image there, and like interviewed and like was like dubbing over it. As if like she was interviewing Idris and like she pretty much was talking to herself. So imagine Eric, you get a big interview and then you see somebody on somebody else's page and they done dubbed it where they talking, asking your questions.
I interviewed J. Cole. You dub your mic over me or whatever. I'm like, hey, what's up, J. Cole? It's like a Japanese movie. It's not even like matching up with my mouth. I'm like
a deep voice.
Hey, J. Cole.
Yeah, exactly. You know how it's crazy you got to be to do something like that. Yeah, it's
really crazy. That takes some dedication.
You gotta be a weirdo. You gotta get locked up. You need like some help. Doing stuff like that.
Hey, stealing is the wave. Like people steal. Like you said, the Justin LeBoy dude, this lady. Yeah. When B. Simone steals somebody's whole book or something like that. Like,
I seen that.
And it's always a black person stealing from another black person.
Hey man, it's trash, man. Hey, let's steal from him next, right? It's the circle.
I've been stole from enough.
I know, man. Really? Hey, what's the name of the podcast? You gonna say the name of the podcast?
No.
Let's call him out.
Eric is friends with somebody that stole from me.
Ooh.
He's making that up. They did not steal that from him. I think it was a very big coincidence.
All right.
I don't believe in coincidences.
I'm going to interview this guy one day, and I'm going to ask him that.
What was it? You
don't want to talk about. I made an HBO show off of like one of these websites I used to own, and Eric is friends with him.
A website you used to own?
Yeah.
So he had a blog called Random Acts of Flyness. There's a TV show on
thought,
HBO.
yeah, I know that
I think
show.
I showed you that.
Yeah.
His blog was named Random Acts of Flightness. This show is also called Random Acts of Flightness. Now, what made him think that it was stolen is because there's this dude named Quan. He has this thing called Quanflix where he streams TV shows. On the like, you know how Netflix, you look at like before you click on it, it's like the movie cover or whatever, the TV show cover. The TV show cover was the same exact font and like image that he used for Random Acts Flightness. Now, personally, I've never seen that used outside of the Quanflix thing, because that Quanflix thing is not really official. So I think he just found that and put that on there, because I've never seen that font used. I don't personally think bro stole from him, but I am going to interview him one day and ask him.
He streams?
This dude is a completely different human. It's like Netflix, but it's called Quanflix.
So I should be mad at Quan.
I think Quan found that and put that, because I've never seen that image paired with the actual show.
HBO created the show.
Well, no, the dude created the show and showed it to HBO.
He definitely.
But it has nothing to do with what AMP did. Like Random Acts of Flightness, what was your blog about?
It was a music blog.
It was a music website, and I don't know. I want to ask him about it, but I could see if like it was like.
See what kind of friend he is?
No,
He's caping for somebody that stole from me.
I would stand up for you. I just honestly don't think that was what he did.
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of. Okay, that's like, you know how you do interviews in your pink bathroom or whatever? That'd be like if somebody did that, but instead of doing interviews, they did music in the pink bathroom.
But the thing is, if he made this show and it was like reminiscent of what AMP does or did, I'd be like,
that's
all right,
the whole thing with copying. Like, you don't want to be exact to somebody, because then they'll really know that you copied them. Like, you know, when you copy someone's work, you don't, okay, I'm going to do word for word.
He could have stole it.
You make it similar. I'm on your side.
She's
Thank
like,
you, I appreciate
I'm on your side too, man.
All right.
Like, get out of here. Get out.
Hey, man.
I'm kidding.
Shout out to you. Shout out to bro.
Whatever.
That's just like random acts of fun. Yeah, that just same font. Come on.
No. I don't think the font. I will give him the name thing. The name is exactly the same. The font thing, I think that's totally on Quan, because I tried to find that somewhere paired with the show. I couldn't find it. The name, that's the same thing. The font thing, I don't think he got that from you, because that's the only place I seen it was on Quanflix.
I never did research. Like 20 people sent it to me.
Yeah.
Right, so people are ready.
I don't think it's just a Quan thing. I think maybe the Plex algorithm just uses that image.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Because this is what happened. He told me about it, and I was like, I'm finna watch the show, and I'm finna bash it for you. Like, I'm finna tell you how trash it is. And I watched it.
And you actually liked it.
And I was like, hey, bro, this kind of good. Like, bro, it's kind of one of the best shows I've seen in a minute. And I kind of went in trying to be on his side, but that show is so good. If he stole from me, I'd be like, hey, bro. Hey, bonnets off.
Man. I also had another situation where somebody stole the podcast name, but
they stole that from him 100%.
But yeah, they're gone now for legal reasons.
And he just had somebody steal from him on like some Kevin Samuels thing.
What?
Those are 100%. They stole from him 100%.
What do you mean?
I still don't understand it. Like they never
even commented.
They just took some artwork from me.
He made artwork around Kevin Samuels. They used it and didn't give him credit, and he commented, was like, "Hey, this is my stuff." They ignored it.
People flooded their comments, and then they just never made a show ever again.
Wow.
They never made a show, and they never commented on the post where everybody was like, "Hey, can you give AMP his credit?" They just like left the comments up, and they never responded. So,
you know what that reminds me of?
What?
Duval promo.
Shout out to Duval promo. That's nasty what he does.
Oh man. Crazy stuff.
Let's get him on the podcast. I'm kidding. I don't know. I'm angry and hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hangry. That's why I want to fight. That's why I want to fight everyone.
That's hilarious. Wait, I'll let you go eat. I thought you said you had something to eat.
No, I was trying to put my wig together. Please don't judge me.
No, it's
wig
great.
wearers.
It's great.
It's a little crusty. I was rushing. The glue kind of dried.
It's great. I promise. Hey, any last words you want to say? I'll let you go eat.
I don't know. I hope whoever's watching this, hope you're having a good day, night, morning, evening, maybe on a road trip, listening to us. So thanks. We appreciate you.
Hey, shout out to everybody's listening. Hope you enjoyed the second episode. If you have any topics, comment below because we'll take your topics if they're not absolutely terrible.
Right.
Yeah. What was that? Do it again. What she did?
I didn't think you.
I seen out the corner. I was like, what did she just do? Hilarious human. But yeah. Any last words from the guy behind the camera?
Oh, this was an amazing episode.
Oh, thank you.
Better and better.
Oh, thank
lying.
you.
Nah, this is really good. This is really good. It's really good.
Oh,
It's funny. I realize even when I come on Amp own podcast, I just like throw shots at him. I don't know why that's so natural, but you're just like you're a target for me. I don't know why, man.
Yeah, asshole.
No, you guys started that. Like literally, they had a live show. They had a F Eric chant at the live show.
Wow.
And I wasn't there. It was like F you, Eric.
Eric is like the little brother of our podcast. So we just bully.
No, I think I'm like I don't know. I can't think of who's somebody got bullied in TV before. Like they treat me like Urkel. They treat me like Urkel,
Not
man.
that you said Urkel.
But hey, we're back. We're out. We're not back. We're out. And I'm hungry too. I haven't ate. That's what my mind is going all over the place.
I might get some panics for us.
I had panics. They didn't do it for me. It did nothing but tickle my stomach.
It
did nothing for me. So
I ate.
I'm gonna eat some popcorn chicken when I get home. Okay. So hope you guys have a good day and wish me good luck on my workout and wish Kiwi good luck on her future products. We'll talk about that next episode. We'll get into that. But hey, until next time, see you guys later.
Peace out.